Hi, YouTube. I hope you're all doing good. I'm having not too bad of a day. My heart's feeling a little better today. Um, just been thinking about other people that are going through similar things that I'm going through. And it's not easy, hang in there. I know when you have people, it's when, okay, if we think that they don't know something, but if their actions are off, no matter what their words say, they know what they're doing. The part in the scripture where it says, "Forgive them, they know not what they do." That was before Christ died. When that soldier pierced his side, the Christ Spirit entered into that man, and they were and are right till this day fully aware of what they're doing to other human beings. Our hearts convict ourselves. Second by second, we know what we're doing. So those are the things that are on my mind today because people choose how to act second by second when we're walking through this life on a daily basis. So forgiveness ahead of time, that's always a good thing, but protecting yourself and taking care of you, that's righteous judgment. That's where you can decipher and discern the character of another human being to keep your life running smooth as far as keeping away from negative frequencies and people that don't have our best interests at heart because they're self serving, you know. And until people become less selfish on this planet, um, it really won't matter what they say. Their actions speak for who they are. It's as simple as that. We're either thinking other people or we're not. And when we recognize that they aren't, we're in the time where nobody, this is the Great Awakening. I'm convinced. I've seen it my whole life. People progressively getting more intelligent and in tune with the Christ Spirit. They either do carry that or they don't. And if they don't, they could be a pacifist activist and it still wouldn't matter because the spirit of who they are. They could go out and picket against being or picket for being peaceful on this planet and go home and torment their partner or their children or whoever under the guise that they're actually a nice person when they aren't at all. And that's what we're dealing with. We are dealing with the great pretenders, you know, because they will do and say anything to benefit themselves. And they do know how to act because if you put them in public, they're going to function in society to suit themselves. But when you get them at home, you would swear that there's something off with these people because they can function out in society, but you get them home and it's like you're living with a retard all of a sudden, you know, like the lack of communication lines, like the lines are faulty. What, just because you walked into the house, now your lines are faulty? But when you were out in public, you were functioning just fine and you were like if they're forced to be polite to people to get what they need in life is the type of people we're dealing with. So, hence the nickname the Great Pretenders, because they sure do um, It's not so much too that the satanic force is in our face. It always has been. It's that they don't want you to believe that Satan is real, and they don't want you to believe God is real. The dark force overlords want you to believe that there is no God and there is nobody that is going to help you on this planet besides them. And becoming a part of the servitudeness of the whole system is exactly where they want people forever. They would never want a person to succeed in their life, like have a business of their own or own land or and none of it. No, they don't want you having any of it. And that part isn't out of selfishness and greed. Well, it is. That's the base of it. It's a part of the system to keep their greed for themselves. Yeah, I guess kind of contradictory. That's not how I meant to say it. Yeah, it is out of selfishness and greed, so they can have and you can have not. You know, so and there's a lot of people, a lot of them that maybe come from money and are so-called made on of money or whatever that oh, now I am having forgetful moments today. I have a slight headache. That wasn't good. Um, yeah, that's not cool. It is. It's tiredness. I gotta be honest. I slept pretty good last night, but it could have been better. Yeah. And I just get these slight headaches like that. And that's what just happened. It's like twice now. I was making a point and I lost it. Oh well. Maybe it's age. No, actually, it isn't. It was a tinge of a headache that I've had for about 3 days. It's kind of going away. Just making over this thing every single day. What? This, I am not kidding. My computer just started itself. It just stopped itself. It enlarged itself. It Now it's going to another page. I'm not kidding. This is what? It pulled up a whole nother page. Just a minute. Damn it. This is. Ladies and gentlemen, no, 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 no. Beautiful day. No, 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 no. And we have a wonderful guest. Shoot. With us, Sarah Jane. Oh. I don't want to get any copyright. Mnemosyne is an ancient Greek goddess who. Dang it. This is not any baloney. This is. It took control. God dang it. Shh. That was freaky. I didn't touch a thing. It went small. It went big. Then it changed pages, took me onto a whole another page, another YouTube channel. My email pulled up by itself and it flipped over to Facebook. And now it says not found on Google. So Google just invaded my computer while I was talking there. It took me off. I was watching a video of Rex Bear that I was going to talk about sharing. There's some statistics going on about stuff that's going on in our atmosphere in different parts of the world and some interesting conversation with David Dubine, I think is how you say his name. But I had it on that page. And it now this is acting goofy again on me. Just when I was saying I was having a headache that is subsiding, oh, okay, it's still acting crazy. Stuff is pulling up and I'm not doing anything, so I'm going to go totally out of this stuff. This is nuts. This is crazy. While I'm uploading this, they don't want me to share this information. And it's going to a new page again too. You went. That's crazy. A game pulled up, my email pulled up. I didn't have these open. I backed out of everything now. That's radical. Talk about AI invasion. That what just happened to me, that's real. I didn't touch a thing. I'm sitting here smoking a cigarette and stuff started happening to my laptop while I'm on my phone here. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, so I was saying I have a headache that is subsiding that I've had for 3 days. My heart was sore and my mind hurt because I'm denying my youngest son. I lost 2 subscribers probably because of the content I'm talking about. And, I just feel like even when my peace in my life, well, when people call you names and they say they love you, they don't love you. That's not loving. Sure, you can get mad and maybe say something or angry or whatever in the heat of an argument, or in that, I don't know. If people lack control, you know. So, yeah. What it just happened to me, though, was totally crazy. Nuts. Wow. I still can't believe it. It's going to be interesting. In fact, I am going to go back in there now that I gave it a break. No, actually, I'm going to clean my disk while I'm talking to you and then go back in. That's nuts. Wow. I wonder if that happened to anybody else. To me, it was about 4:45 Central Time, USA. So I don't know. It would be 6:45, or rather 5:45 on the East Coast, and 3:45 Mountain Time. So, and then Pacific Time would be 2:45 out on the West Coast. So I wonder if anybody else had any abnormalities about then. My internet service provider is from the West Coast, so yeah, nuts. Well, that was nuts. Wow. So I didn't touch a thing. I can't believe it. It just started flipping out all by itself. And I haven't been to any crazy websites or anything, you know, aside from Facebook and YouTube. Huh, weird. Yeah, like I say, I feel like I said when I was talking about um, when you don't have respect in your life and that could destroy your peace. Well, it destroys more than your peace. If you've had it as much as I have for 6 decades, over 6 decades of my life, I've had people that live in turmoil and chaos, and that is really how they operate. It's kind of inert in them, like it's a part of who they are. It's integral in them, and they seem to be all connected like that. So yeah, they work together. They sure do. They feel each other just like we do. It's just that they don't use their connection with humanity. They use it against it because they are self-serving like that. So okay, This is weird. On my Facebook, it was just showing cartoons, and I do have a picture of my horse. Oh, it wants me to create an avatar. No, I'm not going to. At least not today. That is nuts. Maybe that's what it was doing. Meta was just trying to do whatever it wanted to do. And they probably don't want me to tell you how unnaturally cold it is right now. About 6 years ago, too, we had, or seven, going on 8. There was about 3 years there where it was so cold for this time of year. And we have that right now. And I guess because of the two separate volcanoes that have gone off, along with iron oxide and, oh, let me see, there's silver. Let me see. Wait. Well, I know there's aluminum, barium, and strontium, but there's other. I think he said silver dioxide and sulfur from the volcanoes. So anyway, that are going to cause more cloud cover for this time of year. So that's a pretty big deal. Um, you know, for crops, for growing crops in the northern hemisphere is what my point is. I don't think that the forces of evil want us to talk about a lot of the things on this video I'm going to share. So, and they're saying it there pretty well. But the name of the video from Leak Project is These Statistics Will Freak You Out by David Dubine. So, and Rex. So, yeah. Really interesting video. I've seen this guy before, and some people I don't trust. Most people I don't, and I don't trust anybody with my life except for God. But I mean, I don't trust any human because, you know, there might be a rarity, but are you human? I'm thinking if you if there's something in you that most people don't like, and you know you are a lovable person, then you know it isn't you, you know, it's them. So just rest assured we're the few on the planet. Yeah, we are. Yeah, that was just kind of a little nuts what just happened with my computer there. So now I'm thinking, because I just saw that on my Facebook, these cartoons, there was like two separate ones and an advertisement that they had over my page where my horses, um, that's my cover photo. And then they showed that a couple times flashing, and then my horse that died, Dusty. But then Dusty disappeared and then came back. It's like, wow, that was special. So I'm thinking, because I had that window open and I was on YouTube, that it affected both programs. And then my email opened up, and that was, there's no reason, and my game, no reason for any of it. But they were on my toolbar. I don't know. Like I said, has that happened to any of you like that? I haven't experienced anything quite like that. I have other things where I'm pretty sure was like maybe malware, because I used to download different apps, and they might have even been like free source, like freeware, you know. So you had to be careful. So if I seen something that seemed to be chewing away at the motherboard, I'd just cold crash it and then do like a system restore, something like that. It's not that easy to do anymore, like that though, for protect. And I do have malware, but um, protector blockers, so and a good one, so it's not that. So they're monkeying with it. I think they're changing their programs, and yeah, there's certain programs, certain software programs that Meta wanted to implement, and they wanted to force people into paying for their services. They'll have very few, it won't be a platform anymore, not like they want it to be. And it would be how it started was for businesses, was more like LinkedIn, it was for businesses. So we might have an interruption, but we'll just roll with it. So, yeah. I am making a video just so you know, or not. So, but let me see. Oh, yeah, I was talking about that malware, but I don't know what it was. Pretty sure they're monkeying with the software applications on everything. So, oh, I wonder if Tucker Carlson is going to come back with his own YouTube channel. Why not? You know, he doesn't need them. You know, people don't watch Fox News or didn't watch Fox News to see a whole lot of the commentators on there or journalists. You know, I'll still watch like Laura Ingraham, but she still didn't command the audience that Tucker did. I mean, yeah, in a lot of ways he's a goofball, but he's good at what he does, and he does hold I think, a certain level of honesty that a lot of them don't. But I still feel like it's some kind of psychological operation that he is a part of. So I think he just wants to take a vacation, and he doesn't need to have that job. That's what I think. Because there's other platforms that he would be able to go on just like right now, today. I'm sure of it, you know. So, yeah. So anyway, have you ever heard of it's a herb. It's a let me look here. It's a to get the name of it for you. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to get any, and I'm not giving any health advice. But if you look up um, Triphala, Triphala, it's a combination of three herbs that they use in India for the uses of what this in tea form or extract, or I have capsules, the uses of it is incredible. In fact, there's so many that I can't go through the whole list right now. And it has been making me feel a little bit better as far as like my cramps in my legs and different things. So it's good for all kinds of things. So it's got antioxidants and everything. Yeah. So yeah, look into it. I think you'd be surprised if you don't know about it, the health benefits. So, and I've been taking sweet wormwood. It's different than wormwood. I had gotten some of that about 15 years or so ago, and I got it in, I think, leaf form, but it wasn't sweet wormwood. Which is also called, let me see, there's another name for it. And then I forgot it. Oh, Sweet Annie, I think, is another name for it. Something Annie, and it's a herb that grows in not only in Europe, but it's found like different plants that are maybe not native to American, but that's one that was growing here from there. And it's kind of like I have chamomile all over my yard, um, or a sleepy time tea, but however you want to. Mayapple is another name for that. And so yeah, I'm like pretty much pretty wise on the herbal medicine around me. But oh, okay, and I was going to tell you about that wormwood. There is a difference between sweet wormwood and wormwood, and it's good for detox and all kinds of stuff. And if you look into it with the different things that have been going on in the world, the two things I just mentioned might help you out. And also with that trip, I'm going to see how you say that. Triphala is also good for stress. So, and after I took some, I actually did feel a little bit better in that department, because when your heart's sad, when you have to deny somebody you love because they really pose a danger to your life, just by uh, being non compassionate and not putting thought into communicating with you, that causes problems or could cause health problems, all kinds of things like that. So, yeah, I do feel better with them two things and some vitamins I've been taking. And I'm going to try and eat right tonight. I mean, I don't eat as horrible as a lot of people, and I'm always very conscious about what I put in my body. And if I do, and it's not good for me, not only will I pay for it, but I will actually straighten it out the next day. So, but yeah. Yeah, it is rough when you're dealing with affairs of the heart. I really have come to the conclusion that they know exactly what they're doing, and if they're taking time to manipulate other human beings, when you know they can act decent in a setting where it means, can they function here or can't they? We watch these human beings function when they need to, but let go behind closed doors. Just let it rip like a freak of nature, of some kind of demonic nature. And it's not that these people are just possessed by demons, they are a bloodline of making generations of choices that promote their mindset and who they enjoy being. That's who they are. They enjoy every second of their nastiness. So, not that God can't go into their heart, but they would have to want that. In order for them to want that, their practices in life would have to change to be able to make their molecular structure inside their body actually change on a microbial level of every cell of who they are by letting Christ inside them. And yeah, Christ can heal people from the inside out, but they actually have to let go of being self serving and then they will have the ability to heal even clearer and quicker than what they would ever imagine. But it's possible, you know. But it's like, the mindset thing, like what you think and what you project is who you are type of thing, you know. Like envision it, you know. If you have a bum leg, envision that leg healing from the inside out with the Christ Spirit, you know. Um, and I guarantee you, thought over matter, mind over matter is a real thing. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. We have a friend of ours, because of the thing in his vein to so called ward off whatever ails us. Um, he might be dead right now. He's in his 50s, and he had a heart attack, and he's in the hospital. So, friend of Doug's. And he does love God, so at least he says he does. So I'm sure God's with him. Pretty sure. All right, everybody. Sorry for the brief craziness there, but what's new, right? It's a bit of the whole world's a bit odd, but really, if who feels like you've lived it before? And there comes in deja vu, like, how could we have that? Or that we were all shown ahead of time everything, and it's up to us to remember, or the important things that we were shown, to not ignore what was most important, and that's everybody was shown the great tribulation, and just exactly what's going to happen to them because of their frequencies that they hold with inside themselves, you know. And that goes to men's hearts failing them. Well, aided along by poison magic potions probably is playing a factor in all this too. So, and this person I'm talking about is mentally disabled because he actually got shot in the third. I just right here. Um, and had other head injuries too. So it's not like he's somebody that actually helped. I had to help him with some legal papers one time, and I read through a whole stack of them because he could not grasp it. You know, I could have sent him away, but he wanted somebody's stable mind and sound help as just even a lay person. But yeah, I've studied my state statutes and substatutes and laws and the bills for different things in the world, and so I knew quite a bit about it anyway, that I could help him out because it was a land discrepancy complaint type of thing, so which I knew quite a bit about from working for